and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. We are just one episode away from the first stop en route to WrestleMania, the Elimination Chamber. And this is the go-home show. And what a show ahead of you we've got here this evening. Your main event. He's not wasting any time. After last week successfully securing a #1 contendership, Johnny Gargano is getting his title shot tonight against Ilya Dragunov. And that will be your main event this evening. But before we get there, we've got a great showcase of talent ahead, and in a bit of a precursor to what's going to be going on at the Elimination Chamber. It's been decided that given Henley's run of form, she no longer needs to prove herself, and no one else will be joining the match. But Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton will be going one-on-one against each other, with a little bit of an added twist, in that Fallon Henley will be the special guest referee of this match, and how she calls this will be interesting. It will be telling for the title match next time out. A reminder, if you've not been watching, that en route to the Elimination Chamber, Fallon Henley has been taking on pretty much anyone and everyone in the women's division, with the stipulation that if they can beat her, they'll be added to a title match at the Chamber. She lost the first two, but since then she's been on a winning streak. So one might argue she's got the night off from in-ring action. But stepping up to go one-on-one, Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton, which should be a fun match, as it will be a triple threat at the Elimination Chamber, gold on the line. Also at the Elimination Chamber, we have the Men's Elimination Chamber match, featuring Roman Reigns, Kofi Kingston, Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight, CM Punk and Ilya Dragunov, winner getting a World Championship match at WrestleMania. Liv Morgan out the gate strong here as Fallon Henley watches on, donning the referee's attire. Perfect pin count there for the fan favourite Henley. Morgan and Stratton proving who's the better woman here, or seeking to prove who's the better woman at the very least. Big chops now from Stratton, looking to put Morgan firmly in her place. Collar elbow tie up. We're back and forth affair so far as Tiffany Stratton uses her power to her advantage. Alabama slammer there to Liv Morgan, targeting the legs, but Morgan just no-selling it with the kip up. There's the leg hook, only a 1 count. Henley appears to be calling this down the middle, wanting to be a fair champion, a fighting champion, and who can blame her? She's ingratiated herself here with the fans and with management. Stratton reversing the reversal from Morgan. Great ring awareness there from old Tiffy. Wrenching at the arm now, Tiffany Stratton just systematically wearing down Liv Morgan. And this has got to bode well for Fallon Henley. Ahead of the title match next week, watching your two competitors go hell for leather on each other, as you can study your opponents closely, giving Henley plenty of opportunity to learn what it takes. As Morgan, with the airplane spin, drops Stratton down to the mat. Count of 2. Again, Liv Morgan spinning through. Stratton wisely rolling towards the ropes, getting close to it so that if Morgan attempted a pinfall, she could just hit the rope break, but Morgan just barging her to the outside. as Henley begins the count. Back and forth we go. Big scoop slam there from Stratton, who looks to get the pinfall on Morgan and gain momentum en route to a championship match. Both Morgan and Stratton looking to become the next woman to hold such a prestigious title. Stratton now wrenching at the arms of Liv Morgan in an unorthodox stretch there. The arms and shoulders were not meant to be stretched in that direction. That's gotta hurt. Throwing Morgan round like a rag doll. Henley standing on cautiously, not getting involved until she needs to. Off the second ropes goes Morgan, and for a third time goes the spin. A liveroony, one might say. Count of one. Only a count of one. Still Morgan not able to put Stratton away. Flings her off the ropes. Into a deep arm drag, followed up with a stomp. Robin taunting now, thinks about getting Stratton up. Gets to a different part of the ring perhaps. Stratton with her up on the shoulders. Morgan powering out. Determined not to be the one to take the pinfall here this evening. But this is a side of Tiffany Stratton we've not seen before. No matter what Morgan does, Stratton seems to have an answer and can kick out. As Tiffany Stratton thinks about it. Corkscrew senton there. Henley getting into position. There's a count of two. She vacates the area, allowing these two to wrestle cleanly. The crowd chanting for them to fight forever, and they may well indeed do so. And they'll see them fight again next episode at the Elimination Chamber. When Triple Threat rules. Speaking of Triple Threats, there will be a Supremacy match, but it'll be a tag team match. Something we have yet to see, as each brand will be putting forward a tag team. I already know who we're going to be picking, based on their dominance. I think they've earned it, a chance to bring home some glory for the brand. Imperium will be representing FDW. Liv Morgan now in control. Teeing off on Tiffany Stratton as she once again, for the fourth time, hits the liveroony. Hooks the leg. Henley taking quite a while to get into position. I don't think Morgan will be too pleased with that one. There was at least a count of two there, possibly three at a push. But Morgan now really feeling herself. She can't afford to let this momentum go to her head. Will it be Morgan's time or will it be Tiffy's time here this evening? Been a real back and forth contest thus far. Basement drop kick there from all the way across the ring, running in with all the momentum. Henley unsure what to do next as Liv Morgan hits Oblivion on Tiffany Stratton. Great awareness from Morgan, pulling Stratton away from the ropes, looking for a cover. Another solid pin count and a solid victory for Liv Morgan, who picks up momentum. And Henley will be very aware of Liv Morgan heading into her championship defence. It's going to promise to be a fantastic match, as the rather deformed looking Liv Morgan stares on. Cruiserweight showcase action now, as a debuting Axiom last week, or re-debuting, returning, FDW's recent signing, was somewhat upstaged by the Imperium antics of Ilya Dragunov and Gunter. But not one to be deterred. He's stepping back into the ring and is taking on Dragon Lee in a bit of a lucha showcase. This should be a good match. Now, in a callback to Season 1, the mystery has still not been solved. Who is Axiom? There are those out there who claim he's Nicholas. There are those out there who claim he's Ref Jimmy. There are even those out there who claim he's Bobby Lashley. I don't know who those people are who claim that he's Bobby Lashley. But unless Bobby Lashley has done the unthinkable and pulled a Michael Jackson, I rather doubt it. One thing's for sure though, we're in for a fantastic lucha match here. And yet another fantastic showcase of cruiserweight action who've fallen to the wayside in recent episodes. Dragon Lee showing flashes of brilliance, squandering a number one contender's opportunity, but perhaps there's an opportunity for him to show that he's the best lucha on FDW. Axiom did formally hold that crown, in addition to holding the Cruiserweight Championship, so many returns here on FDW. As Doug calls for the bell, and the rumours that Axiom is Jimmy just confirmed. We've never seen him in the same place at the same time before. Dragon Lee now out the gates with a strong start. Hooks the leg. As Dragon Lee tries to take control, Axiom more than well aware of it. Deep arm drag now, just flattening Dragon Lee and looks for an early cover. That's the experience of Axiom coming through in spades as he hits a standing moonsault into a standing shooting star press, and that's the level that Dragon Lee's going to need to be on. High flying at its best. Leaping through off the top rope. Such athleticism there from Axiom. A welcome return here to the purple brand. Frog splash off the second rope. Dragon Lee with the reversal. Quick kick. And a standing shooting star press of his own. The FDW special there. As Doug watches on bug-eyed. He's been at his stash. Flying forearm from Axiom, just knocking Dragon Lee for 6, but immediately with the kip up, Axiom willing to chop his back down. This has been back and forth and fast paced. And what more do you expect from the Cruiserweight division here on FDW? Axiom wrenching at Dragon Lee's legs there. As back between the ropes we go. And this does need to be sorted in the ring. As Axiom thinks about heading out the ring, but he's giving Dragon Lee just that little bit too long. Oh, and connecting in mid-air. Fantastic positioning from Axiom there, flying between the legs of Dragon Lee, connected with the forearm, following it up with a standing shooting star press. Third one of the match. And the game of one-upsmanship here. It's Axiom gets Dragon Lee to the top rope. Has him hooked, could it be? Up to the second rope. And the third. A Spuddy favourite. Spanish fly off the top. You love to see it. That could be enough to put away Dragon Lee and for Axiom to cement himself, but it's not enough. as he looks for a springboard moonsault off the top rope. There's the 3 count for Axiom in a much well-earned victory there. As the lights have gone out and what? That's yeah, on closer inspection, that does appear to be the Fiend. We saw him a couple of episodes ago, just laying waste to Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. It seems that he's targeted Axiom for some reason. Don't quite know what's going on, but the Fiend just ambushing poor Axiom there after a fantastic victory as well. Well, from one monster to another, stepping into the ring for the first time as television champion, and the belt looks odd on him. It's going to take a while to get used to that. One of only 3 men to have held that championship, the other 2 being Seth Rollins and Ricochet. Bronson Reed marching down to ringside, looking for singles action, non-title, against Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze having seen his partner have success in the singles division, punching a ticket to the Elimination Chamber. Breeze fancies a bit of that for himself and seeks to end this season as he began, going after the TV champion. But I'll be honest, I don't quite fancy his chances. I mean, he picked a fight with Seth Rollins and came up short, and he hasn't really challenged since then. Perhaps now he thinks, ooh, new TV champion. I'll have a go at him. Has anyone told Tyler Breeze who the TV champion is, or rather what the current TV champion is? Perhaps Tyler Breeze could do the unthinkable. Put all the naysayers wrong and take the fight to Bronson Reed. As the crowd chant that Breeze is gorgeous, I don't think he's going to be gorgeous for that much longer as Bronson Reed, after 2 strikes, thinks about getting the cover done early. Big running senton there. As Bronson Reed just levels Breeze while coming off the ropes. And are we about to witness a display of dominance from Bronson Reed, the likes of which we haven't seen from season 1? He's got quite the shoes to fill. As Tyler Breeze comes off the second rope, misses, and Bronson Reed capitalises. Don't quite know what happened there. Breaking the 4th dimension once again. Reed with a huge gorilla press on Tyler Breeze, just throwing him around like a piece of meat, as he tends to do. Flying elbow off the second rope. Doug taking his time to get into position, and that is only going to anger the beast. The absolute mammoth that is Bronson Reed, who just tosses Tyler Breeze to the outside. Hits another standing senton. And another elbow drop. And all that weight coming crashing down from any height is enough to bruise your insides. Big sidewalk slam there from Bronson Reed. And Breeze has not really shown any sort of offense at all here against the Man Mountain. Reed now in control, as he has been all match long, as he heads to the top rope and hits another elbow drop. Not even needing the tsunami, but a 1 count from Tyler Breeze. who still has enough fight in him to kick out. Bronson Reed, another running senton. Heads to the top rope and hits the tsunami, and that will take all the wind right out of you as Doug slides in. And there's the 3. Bronson Reed. An absolute behemoth. As... what? The Fiend again. Ambushing Bronson Reed, of all the people. The Fiend making his presence felt on multiple occasions here this evening. First ambushing Axiom and next Bronson Reed. God knows what this means for FDW, but it seems the landscape is shifting as we're seeing a side to the Fiend perhaps darker than we've ever seen before, as he appears to have been completely unleashed. But your main event this evening, and here's hoping that whatever darkness that the Fiend has found can hopefully not interfere with this matchup, but there's enough bad blood in this matchup. Gargano fancying his chances here, cruiserweight gold on the line. But interestingly, he seems to have found himself a little bit of support as waiting in the wings there in the shadows. It's only bloody Gunter. Clearly they've had a word backstage. And Gunter is more than happy to support Johnny Gargano here, as he is more than well aware of what Dragunov is capable of what Imperium are capable of. Now Dragunov being flanked by the entirety of Imperium. Regal in his robes. Something we haven't seen since Season 1. Perhaps looking to add a touch of royalty to things. Dragunov leading from the front, sporting the Cruiserweight Championship. But will he still be Cruiserweight Champion come the end of this match? All to play for. Gargano with a point to prove. Dragunov looking to cement his reign as champion.
Introducing the challenger from Cleveland.
And the added twist on the outside of Kaiser, Vinci, Regal and Gunter. Feels more like a lumberjack match at this point. But fair play to Gunter for looking to support anyone in the fight against Imperium. Found a kindred spirit in Johnny Gargano. Is Gunter going to need the backup? Here we go, Cruiserweight Championship on the line, and Dragunov comes out the gate swinging immediately with a single arm deadlift suplex. A deceptive strength. Proving that it's not just Gunter who can lead from the front. Underarm suplex there as well from Ilya Dragunov. It's those strong strikes. Gargano back to his feet, off the second rope. Swinging DDT, now dragging Dragunov down. And that's what he needs to do. He needs to keep on the offense against Ilya. Can't afford to let him build up any momentum. Dragunov can hit with that flying uppercut out of nowhere. And a huge DDT turning Ilya Dragunov inside out as they both collapse to the floor. Count of 2 now from the ref. As Dragunov takes control of the matchup once again. Gunter gets on top of the ropes. Or on top of the apron at least. Gargano looking to crawl into a bit of space, but Like a shark who smells blood, Dragunov is just not letting up. A viciousness that we have not seen all season. Count of 1. Looking to drop the knee for the 3rd time, but Gargano senses better of it and wisely hits the drop kick onto the lower legs there of Ilya Dragunov, looking to remove a striking prowess. 2nd rope moonsault from Gargano connects as he hops in and out of the ring. Quick little showboating display of athleticism? I think so. Gargano holds the momentum, rolls through with a kick across the chest. Now Imperium will be appearing at the pay-per-view, the Elimination Chamber, defending the honour of FDW. And perhaps looking to cement themselves, as I'm putting them forward as our tag team in a triple threat tag team match, which should be a hell of a fight. Big suplex there from Ilya Dragunov to Johnny Gargano. Big running uppercut from Ilya Dragunov. It has leveled so many a wrestler, and it's enough to retain. I do think Ilya Dragunov has looked dominant before. I don't think we've ever seen him look so dominant. In a brutal retention there. Just demolishing poor Johnny Gargano as Imperium watch on. He stands tall, still your Cruiserweight champion. Well, there we have it, folks. That's the Go Home show. Next time that will be the Elimination Chamber. Very much look forward to that one, which will feature the Chamber match itself, in addition to women's title action, and of course, the Supremacy tag match. Very much looking forward to that one. But questions still to be answered on FDW, like what on earth does the Fiend want, other than to cause chaos and carnage? He's well and truly been unleashed. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. I look forward to it, and I very much hope you do too. See you soon.